Total, I've spent up to this point like around $4,000 in ad spend. Off of that $4,000 in ad spend, we've made right around 55K off of it. So whatever the ROI, that's over 10x. So when we started, I was at a point where like meta ads were not working. I spent myself like $12,000 total on meta ads. So I was just getting to the point where I was like exhausted, burned out. I'm spending this money with you, expecting it to be lit on fire. That's what happened. And then once it yielded a return, I was like, what? 8 a week from zero. So from 0 to 8 a week. Well, since then I've hired 3 new people. I bought a 3rd van, paid cash for it, and I would not have gotten to that point without you guys. Yeah. So, well, all right. So when we started, I was at a point where like meta ads were not working. And I remember talking to you guys about it. I was like, meta ads don't work, but I'm just desperate from a cash flow perspective. Like I have to figure out something somewhere. And I remember seeing like a lot of your posts on Facebook, and I was just like, the authenticity and the numbers that you communicated on Facebook is what made me like, let's just try it out.
And what had you tried before, just for context, that made you feel like the ads didn't work?
A bunch, dude. I think I spent myself like $12,000 total on meta ads. So I was just getting to the point where I was like exhausted, burned out, and like, bro, I know meta works because the ad platform exists. So it's like, what's going on? But we tried static ads. So like photos, stuff like that. It was a lot of stuff that I was running myself because I didn't want to spend money and invest into someone from a marketing perspective to do it for me. And I was like, well, meta ads, I can figure it out. I have marketing background also. So like literal, actual professional marketing experience from like a psychological perspective. Pain points, offers, all of that, and wasn't getting it. My copy was, I thought I was speaking to a pain point and offering a solution that would convert, spending money, running ads, nothing's happening. Turning them on, turning them off consistently. I wouldn't let them run. I would spike budget up, spike budget down. So I had no level of consistency from it. Because depending on the like cash flow of the business, that's like where I would like, run stuff. But yeah, we started as
just to understand, when did you feel like, apart from seeing like my posts and stuff, when did you feel like internally that, hey, I need to try something else or something different?
I have specific business goals, and my current knowledge was not getting me to the objective.
Okay. And
so
what made
the next Good.
What I just want to understand is what made the decision safer for you, or like less risky to invest money into someone to run it for you versus just save the money you had, if that makes sense. Because that's what a lot of people are. They think the safe option is just to wait a bit till it's more comfortable. For you though, what made it safer to actually invest and get the jobs at that point?
I had spent $12,000 to $15,000 myself and was tired of burning money on fire. So it just came to a point of like, am I going to continue being stubborn, or am I going to just have faith and trust someone who says that they're professional in this, give them money, I gave you guys, if you remember, like when we started, I was like, you're in control. You tell me exactly what I need to do. I will do it. I'm fully submitting to you and your expertise. Here's the money. I trust you as a professional. You tell me what to do. I'm going to execute it. Started making money. It was, I was like, dude, thank God.
A bit about the results though. Like, what did you see when we started running ads? What have you made so far from the ads that we've ran?
Good question.
As we say, people love numbers.
Yeah, for sure. So total, I've spent up to this point, like around $4,000 in ad spend. And off of that $4,000 in ad spend, we've made right around 55K off of it. So whatever the ROI off of that's over 10x. So
yeah. And I remember at the start you said something. Well, first of all, you promised me dinner. I remember that. Secondly, you said that like if you get even like one ceramic coating a week or something, it would just change your mind because you'd never seen something like that.
That's right. Yeah.
What amount of coatings? My question was, what amount of coatings did we end up getting you to? Because I know we we started increasing spend at the end. How many are you kind of doing right now?
8 a week from zero. So from 0 to 8 a week. And I would network with other detailers and other shops, and they're like doing 2 or 3 a month. And my limited belief, we're a mobile detailing company dominant. That's where our money comes from. But ceramic coatings, the margins there make sense. And I remember networking with other shops, and they're like, not bigger ones, but like smaller tier guys, let's say under 20K, who are still in the mobile phase and starting to do coatings. They would do 2 or 3 a month and be like, this is awesome. And that is awesome. Like, congratulations. Like that progress is progress no matter what. But I had a limited belief that ceramic coatings, the market didn't exist. And with the way that you guys have ran ads and attracted people to it, it like broke the paradigm and opened my mindset up significantly to the point of like, I mean, we can do as many as I can build the capacity to execute on. Like it's just a matter of like increase ad spend, increase leads, convert leads. It's just math. Like It's crazy.
Because the market always exists. It's also how we position it. And the other thing is, I remember we had a point where you're very obviously efficiency focused, and I said, hey, why don't we just increase the ad spend, because we'll just start booking more based on the numbers that made sense. But I guess like what does that kind of allows you to do in terms of like stuff with the business, stuff revenue wise, maybe decisions that you can make more comfortably now? What does that allow you to do, having been able to be consistent with those bookings?
It's been insane. So since then, I've hired 3 new people. I bought a 3rd van, paid cash for it. Because again, we're mobile dominant. That's what I want to scale. And my thought process, because I don't want to bring investors in, is ceramic coatings is margin. Take margin, invest in vans, scale that. So I've already bought 1 van, paid in cash, build, paid in cash for it, ready to go. Hired 3 people, looking to hire another one, or looking to hire 2 more people actually because of it. And I hired a business coach to help us scale to a like whole other tier because of that. And I would not have gotten to that point without you guys, and specifically that work and me taking that risk and making that investment. Hands down, no doubt. And like 0% chance it would have happened.
We're not that cool. Obviously, it takes 2 to tango. What would you say to someone who wants to onboard? What would you say are best practices from your end or the business owner's end that you've been doing to make it obviously a good partnership?
It's speed to lead. That's all that matters. I'm sorry. There's 2 things. It's speed to lead and it's follow-up. That's it. Your scripts can suck. You can be the worst salesperson, but when you're getting consistent volume in, as long as you put in the effort, you're fast to that person, you care when you're talking to them, and you follow up with them and stay organized, you're going to convert leads over time. Even the worst salesperson with enough at bats, the numbers say you will win. So you don't even have to be like special or know anything specifically. Just speed the lead and follow up.
Yeah,
straight up.
Very, very important. Not a lot of people understand that, which is a big reason of why obviously this was successful, apart from the ads or outside of the ads. And then my last thing is, because obviously you've been in the shoes of being a smaller detailer. Obviously you're growing rapidly now. What would you say to someone who's like just a bit hesitant, or they're looking for like maybe the certainty or the safety that, again, we both know doesn't really exist in business? What advice would you give to someone at that point?
If I was starting over today, I've not wasted, because money lost is just cost of business you're learning. But if I was starting over, I would invest in ads first to a landing page or form to get leads and convert those. I did the slower game, invest in SEO, $10,000 website, all of this branding and marketing. And like I built the base, which is good and it's helpful, but we could have gotten more concentrated results faster when I had less money. If I would have just found someone good at advertising, took the risk, gave them the money, listen to what they say, go make the money, and then take that money and invest it back in your business and grow that way. It would have grown way faster versus, we're growing quickly and I'm very fortunate, but I made it more complex than necessary.
Yeah. And what a lot of people don't consider is you're investing money, but they don't look at the opportunity cost of time. time, because time you never get back, right? You can try it on your own, but you never actually get that back. And it pays to kind of speed up the entire process, which is essentially what people are doing. But no,
100%.
I appreciate the time. I appreciate the interview. What's your next like revenue goal, I guess?
100K.
Okay.
100K a month. We should hit that in the next like 40 days. Should. Which is, and honestly, that's insane to me to even say, because I started this. I mean, I was homeless at one point, like living in an apartment with no electricity, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got a sad story. Started in the back of a car, no money. Used a firm to buy a bunch of chemical guys detailing products. Never believed that I was good enough to achieve a certain thing. But once you get around the right people, just put in the work. You have to. I think a lot of people mess up because they're scared to invest in others and think they can do it themselves. You cannot. You're not going to get to big revenue numbers or profit margin numbers in this industry solo or being egotistical. You have to lean on other people and get good people around you and delegate. Like delegate, and then focus on what you're good at and then just run it up.
Yeah, and obviously you want to follow in the footsteps of the successful people, and this is what successful people do. They keep reinvesting. But yeah, no, I appreciate the time. Let's catch up soon. For anyone wondering, by the way, this is Dalton with Advanced Mobile Detailing. Maybe he'll start business coaching in the future, so you should definitely follow him because he posts good advice. But yeah,